Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to the More Analytics Afternoon Energy Podcast for November 18th going into the 19th. Going to start off with natural gas. Okay, we were bullish overall from 281.10. You saw $1.87, 0.7 to the upside. A number of other bullish calls in here. We had a projection above 405.40 for 310 ticks minimum, 810 ticks plus maximum. We've seen 634 of that so far before being put on hold. We held possible exhaustion at 463.20 to 467.60 with a 468.80 high, and rolled over to 423.50. The failure back below this formation right here at 459. It's also brought in pressure to there. And then the trade below 441.40 projects this downward 200 ticks minimum, 330 ticks plus maximum. And we've seen trade down from 441.40 to 423.50. We break back above this line decently, look for decent strength to come in. That's going to come in at 444.70 plus 1 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and a decent break above there should bring in at least 200 ticks to the upside. Okay, crude oil. The trade above 57.43 bought in $5.16 of strength. And then the break above this formation here now warrants of strength, as does this, although I did not suggest leaning against this as a long. Any further break above this formation, which is going to come in at 60.59 minus 0.2 of a tick per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will project this upward $2.50 minimum, $5 plus maximum. If we break above there decently, back down through it decently, look for decent pressure to come in. We fail below this line decently, that's going to warrant a decent pressure. That's going to come in at 60.02 minus 0.6 of a tick per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the RBOB, this is the D scan, but I'm going to be rolling to the January contract in the morning. So, but nonetheless, we're bullish from the break above 176.27. We saw 25.55 cents to the upside. Number of other bullish calls in here. Now, when we're likely in the last stretch of the move up from 174.07 with possible exhaustion at 202.15 to 300, which we hope is a 202.14 high, and rolled over to 195. We also fell back below this line, which brought in pressure, fell below this line, which brought in pressure, fell below this line, but failed to see much pressure, and then broke back above it. And the break back above where it came in at 197.04 now warrants of decent strength. Bear with me just a moment. I'm just calculating something. Decent trade below this formation right here, which is going to come in at 195.39 at 6 o'clock. And we'll move up 1 tick per hour. That'll warrant a decent pressure for 4 cents minimum. Okay, in the heating oil, trade above 213.43 has brought in strength up to 270.89. We may be in the last stretch of the move up from 210.10, but we've taken out both of these exhaustion levels. The next one up here is at 275.08. Okay, and the Brent. A trade above 61.55, brought in $5.23 of strength. It's off hold. Trade above this formation right here now warrants of strength. This one was chopped up right here. Decent trade back below this line, which is going to come in at 64.43. Minus 0.7 of a tick per hour, warrant of decent pressure. And the gas oil, trade above 629.75 is brought in strength up to 800 even. Taking out both of these exhaustion levels. The next one up here is at 804.33. Cadence for tomorrow is the heating oil is the strongest of the three, the crude oil in the middle, and the RBOB the weakest of the three relative to one another. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you on tomorrow's podcast.